Alright, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Double honors be to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashem El Shai Barakatham to the hopefully elect. Alright, so I'm back with another video. I'm gonna try to make this quick for whatever reason. Because I tried to do this lesson like 4 times already, and for whatever reason it just stops recording on me. So I'm gonna try to go through this fairly quickly. I came across this article here. It says mind control through light, the emerging world of optogenetics. This new science sounds like something out of science fiction, but it could be a reality soon. All right, let's get straight into it. It says opto what, opto who. Optogenetics sounds like that scary elective course that you and your friends are trying to avoid to take while at the university, but it is not as bad as you think. With a little bit of creativity, with a little bit of creative thinking, and a few science fiction parallels, you will quickly understand why optogenetics is one of the most exciting areas of science and medicine. And because they often talk about science, all right, which if you know the meaning behind that word, it just basically goes into knowledge, all right, because they deal with knowledge on the left hand, all right, communicating with Satan, right. Which again, the wisdom, the wisdom, their knowledge, is wisdom, is foolishness. It's the wisdom of this world, which is foolishness to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. All right, but nevertheless, this is what they put their trust in. It says on the surface, optogenetics could allow humans to use a remote control to control our brains. How? By using light. Through this light controller, you could press a button to put yourself to sleep instantly. If you get injured, you could turn off the pain receptors in your brain with the push of another button on the controller, or use your controller to control the different motor functions of your body. All right. It says the science technique could bring us into a future where all of this is possible. This novel way of mind control could be used to treat aging-related brain conditions such as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. It could be used to treat blindness, treat heart abnormalities, and even psychiatric diseases. Promises that parallel some of the same claims of Elon Musk's Neuralink. And this guy, Elon Musk, all right, he just surpassed Bill Gates as the second richest person in the world, all right. But nevertheless, they're all in cahoots. They all, for the most part, they're all feathers of the same bird, all right. And this is why they get all these finances and resources to come up with these things, all right. Because they're all part of the same team. And just like it said here, all right, Elon Musk brain chip, all right, pretty much talked about the same thing, being able to cure depression and anxiety and cancer and all this other stuff, right?
That's what I thought.
Reading on, it says optogenetics is not some far-off idea on the fringes of science. It is an idea rooted in science fiction that seems to be attainable according to recent breakthrough research. It is already being used by clinicians and researchers around the world to study the human brain. Progress in this novel field of neurobiology and engineering has helped researchers decipher brain signals that lead to pain, better understand the neural code for addiction, restore sight in blind mice, reprogram memories, and create new ones. If we can make it past its current limitations and continue on the path that we are currently on, the neural technology set in place to bring optogenetics to the forefront of science could change the world in the coming years. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah, and they're going to change the world with this, because this is the great deception that's about to take place on this earth. All right, because this is how they're going to deceive a lot of people. All right, through the miracles that they're going to be able to perform in the sight of these people. All right, this is how a lot of people are going to end up taking that mark of the beast. All right, because it seems like a good cause and it seems like a good thing, for the people. Again, curing depressions and reprogramming certain memories and all this other stuff. This is in the sight of the people. All right, this is going to be considered a miracle, and this is how they're going to get a lot of people, caught up. So reading on, it says, what is optogenetics? Let's go over it one more time. Optogenetics is the science of using light to control the behavior of cells. At the moment, it is one of the most rapidly growing fields of applied research. The most exciting aspect of the technology promises to let us use different frequencies to control the brain. So you see, because ultimately it's all about control. And if you take this mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, all right, you're giving Esau exactly that, control over your spirit, all right. Because with that, man, they'll be able to control certain functions and neural links and all type of stuff, all right. So this is why the warning is out there. It's been out there. Do not take the mark of the beast, all right. It says the cells in question are neurons. In this case, Shelley Fan of Singularity Hub describes it as a brilliant mind. Also, on another note, because I'm going back to this paragraph, it says the most exciting aspect of the technology promises to let us use different frequencies to control the brain. All right, because typically Esau's known for being a truce breaker. All right, they don't keep the word worth a damn. But in this case, you can hold him to his promise. You can hold him to his word. All right, he will hold up on the on his word in this case. All right, why? Because again, taking out RFID chip, ultimately Esau will have control over your spirit. All right, there is a such thing as selling your soul, and taking this chip is going to be the ultimate form of selling your soul. All right, so just want to put that out there. So reading on, it says the cells in question are neurons. In this case, Shelley Fan of Singularity Hub describes it as a brilliant mind meld of basic neurobiology and engineering that hijacks the mechanism behind how neurons naturally activate or are silenced in the brain. This applied science is being used in laboratories worldwide, helping us discover new exciting things about our minds. Optogenetics is the combination of genetics and optics to control well-defined events within specific cells of living tissue. It includes the discovery and insertion into cells of genes that confer light responsiveness. All right. So again, man, basically, man, you're giving Esau, he's going to have control over you, man. All right, because that's what it's about at the end of the day, And I'm gonna go ahead and get into the precept, because again, how are they going to be able to accomplish this? All right, that great deception through the power of their technology. All right, I kind of wanted to go into this a little further, but again, for whatever reason, this thing it keeps shutting off on me. It just randomly stops recording, so slack it. But I'm gonna try to go through this fairly quickly. So Revelations 13, jumping down to verse I start at verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast come up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And this is beast, all right. We read in verse 12. It says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and it causes the earth and them that which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly womb was healed. And America is that womb that was healed. All right. America is just an extension of the Roman Empire. All right. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. All right, going into those Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs that were dropped. All right, but again, how were they able to accomplish that? Through the power of their technology. All right, because during that time, all right, the earth it's never seen a power like that. So again, this is how they were able to establish themselves as a super. Talking about America, all right, this is how they're able to establish themselves as the dominance of the earth, all right, through their technology. Verse 14, it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. All right, and again, those miracles, all right, being able to cure depression and people that are paralyzed, they'll be able to walk again, and all these other things. The blind being able to see again. All right, this is going to be considered miracles in the sight of the people, the mass majority of the people. All right, and this is why they're going to be deceived, and the majority of the people, they're going to take the mark of the beast. When you read on down, which I'm gonna get, it says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the womb by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And again, how are they going to be able to set up this whole beast system, this whole new world order system, through the power of their technology? All All right. When you read verse 16, it says, "And he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." And again, again, that's going into the RFID chip, the Charagma, which goes back to the Karax, all right, which is how they're going to issue. They're going to give out the Karax is the instrument used on how they're going to give out the Charagma, all right, which is the RFID chip, all right, the needle insertion, all right. But nevertheless, again, because through the power of their technology, all right, this is how they're going to be able to perform their miracles and do such things like this, all right, healing the blind, healing cancer, and all these other things, all right. The power of the technology, these miracles that they're going to perform in the sight of the world, all right. And again, this is something that's going to be physically inserted into the body. All right. And again, once you take that chip, man, this is how, you give Esau power over your spirit. You give him complete control, and, knowing the prophecies. All right. Once you take that chip, man, there's no repent from it. There's no coming back. You're going to be ultimately destroyed. All right. So, Thawadi, how about you? I was able to actually get through this video fairly quickly. So, hopefully this was edifying, and once again, I'm going to give all credit to you. How about you, Shai? Double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone. And until next time, I say shalom.